Hi guys, and welcome to video 4 of my Tummy Tuck video series on tummy tucks for people over 50 years old. Alright, thanks for watching, and I want to continue from where we left off in video 4. If you are looking for pictures, you're not going to find any in this video. I promise it will be in the next video, and I'm going to show you where I am before I get to the flat side. Alright, so I want to start off with my stats, and then I'll go to some of the supplies that I have purchased. Alright, just to let you know, I am 5'6", I weigh currently 133, and I plan on being somewhere between 130 and 132 the day of the surgery. My BMI goes between 21 and 22.5, and it has been relatively stable there for as long as I can remember. So those are my basic stats, and I'll get more into them next week. Tomorrow I go for my blood test, and my blood test is going to be from my primary care physician, a full lipid panel, because I always like to keep track of that every year. Last year I didn't because of COVID, but every year I like to compare what my blood test numbers are in a very comprehensive, long list of things that I can be tested for. And also the plastic surgeon has listed 3 tests for the blood test as well as an EKG. I will get my EKG at the doctor's office, but all my blood tests for both doctors will be done tomorrow. All right, now my surgery is in a little over 2 weeks, so I'm getting very excited. And I'm finishing up some of the things that I have purchased for the post-surgery time period. Some other things that I have gotten and received in the mail, I think I talked about these at the end of the video last time. I did get bromelain tablets. Now these are recommended. Bromelain is found in pineapple, and it's supposed to be an anti-inflammatory. Now I am keto, and I'm going to try to remain as much keto as possible, but it's not going to be perfect. I am going to be eating some non-keto things, but bromelain is, in my opinion, the best way for me to get the benefits of pineapple with the anti-inflammatory properties, so I will be taking that. I also have the arnica tablets, and I'm going to hold off on the arnica cream. I'm going to take the arnica tablets first because I think that's just going to be a little bit easier with stitches from any type of liposuction and not wanting to move around because of the stitches in the tummy tuck. I got Halls because I'm going to want to prepare for that sore throat from the tube, and I want to try to suppress any coughing and definitely sneezing. And I did not get the sugar-free because sometimes the sugar-free causes gas. And just to be on the safe side, I got Gas X because nobody wants to deal with the overwhelming amount of gas you can get post-surgery, any kind of surgery, but it can happen during a tummy tuck, and I like to be prepared. Every surgery is different. We don't know how we're going to feel. I remember when I was having my first child, my roommate at the time, she had a cesarean and she had horrible, horrible gas. And then when I had my cesarean years later with my last child, I didn't have any gas problems. So you just never know what's going to happen. Better to be safe than sorry. I also think that this is a must right now. So I have a whole bunch of masks that I'm wearing, not because of COVID. All right, I don't really care where you fall on this COVID spectrum. I am double vax. That was my choice, and I was very happy to get that vaccine. I did get the flu shot 3 weeks ago, so I feel somewhat protected against the flu and COVID. Again, none of those are 100%, but I wear my mask to prevent getting the common cold. Nobody wants to be coughing and sneezing when they have had abdominal surgery. Trust me on that. That's going to hurt. I also purchased Hibiclens. This was not necessarily recommended to me. I asked my doctor about it, and he was like, you could get it. You don't have to. You can just use regular soap. But when I got my varicose vein surgery last year, the vein surgeon did say, let's make sure that you clean with Hibiclens before your surgery. So I just thought, I'll do it again this year before surgery. Used it about 3 days before. The bone broth that I purchased, this is a brand I've read a lot of positive things on, and collagen is good for recovery. So I got the bone broth, and plus it's the 3rd week in October, and I live in Pennsylvania, and it can get very cold. So having warm broth is going to feel really, really good. Heat wraps. Some people can stand up straight within 3-4 days post-surgery. I think that's more the anomaly. Most people are doing it by, I would say, 2 weeks, but there are people who go less, people who go more. And if you are hunched over all the time, even with your walker, your back is going to hurt. So I bought some of these to just prepare for that back pain. Also, I talked about pillows. I did get a neck pillow, so I think this is going to come in really handy, so I'm not like too much like this and this, because that's going to hurt my neck as well as my back if I don't prepare for that. I did get, and don't laugh, I really like my pillows. So I got 3 My Pillows, one for under each arm and one for my feet. I bought one for my bed last year and I really like it. So I'm going to use the one that's currently in my bed behind my neck to sleep in my chair. But I also bought the Go Anywhere pillows because I think this is going to give good support on my zero gravity chair, because that area in the lower back, there's no support in the zero gravity chair. So I got 2 of these. All right, so I did get a shower chair, which is right here, and that shower chair is wonderful. I got it from my coworker, and this is just going to be awesome sitting in the shower. I'm going to take the back off tonight, so I don't have that back, because there's no way I'm going to be sitting up straight in the shower. I thought about that. I'm thinking, oh, this is a wonderful thing to have on the back, and I'm like, no, it's not, because I just can't sit straight. That's going to stretch my stomach. I don't really have any restrictions on taking a shower, whereas some people do. So I am just very thankful to have that shower chair, and a lot of people have recommended it. So I have that, and I'm really grateful. The other things I want to talk about, in one of the comments, someone asked about the support groups for tummy tucks. Now, I don't recommend any particular support group, but I am a member of several tummy tuck support groups on Facebook, and there is one that I really like. I don't want to recommend one. You have to find the one that you fit into, and I just want to caution you, when you read these questions and answers and these posts and these support groups, you're going to get the good with the bad. You're going to read a lot about complications. You're going to read a lot about success stories. And the complication ones are really going to make you second guess your decision. And so you really have to do some soul searching. As always, I think that it's really important to avoid complications. And I really worry about people with high BMIs. And I'm going to tell you something. I saw a post that really alarmed me the other day. This lady was about, I think, 5'1" or 5'2", and she said her weight was around 260, and her doctor would not do plastic surgery on her, would not do a tummy tuck until she lost weight and got her BMI down to a certain level. If your doctor is telling you to get your BMI down, follow their advice. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on complications for tummy tucks, as you should too. Familiarize yourself with this. And anything over 32, when you hit that BMI of 32, the risk of complications seems to skyrocket. So some doctors will not do surgery unless your BMI is less than 30, and some look at 32 as the cutoff. Please listen to your doctor and be in the best shape possible, because this is a serious surgery and you don't want to have to worry about complications like blood clots. I mean, anybody can get blood clots. I can get blood clots, but you want to do everything you can to avoid that from happening. Also, check out realself.com. That is a website that you can search for board certified plastic surgeons, and then you can read the reviews that people who have had plastic surgery with that doctor, you can read their reviews, you can see their pictures. Now, my doctor only had one person reviewing their work, and it was very positive. I don't necessarily think that not having a lot of reviews or not having a lot of customer reports back, like customer reviews, is a deciding factor. I go by the expertise of the surgeon, how many years they've been in business. They can show me pictures of what they've done in the office. I've seen some of their pictures online, but you just have to take a look at all these things, the bigger picture, and make sure you're comfortable with that doctor. And, you know, I can't tell you which doctor to pick. I don't want anybody else to tell me which doctor to pick. You may want to go to 4 or 5 different consults. I only went to one because I have used this plastic surgeon before for non-plastic surgery things. And so I've always felt very comfortable with them. And he's done a great job as well. So, all right, the last thing I want to talk about is garments. I told you last time I'm going to be making 2 garments. I'm going to be using Pamela's patterns right here. This is one of her dress patterns. I've made it before. My dress pattern is already altered. It has plenty of ease in it, and I always customize the garment to mold to my figure. Now I want this to be loose fitting. I'm going to leave about 4 or 5 inches open at the side seams. I'm going to put pockets in the front so I can put my drains through the side seams into the pockets for easy draining. And that is pretty much it. You know, I'm going to make a lanyard for the shower with a little snap closure and 2 little pockets to hold my drains. And they sell all these types of things online. So if you're looking for garments that have snaps in the front, because I'm going to have snaps going all the way down the front of my garment for easy opening. They do have ones on Amazon with snaps or zippers. They do have lanyards on zippers, so be sure to check them out. Just things that you may not think about, but if you belong to a support group, some of these things are going to be very familiar to you. All right, you guys, next video is going to be pictures. Where I am dressed up, where I am not naked, but you'll see, you know, why I'm getting this surgery. So I don't want to hear anybody say, oh, you look fine in that picture. Yes, I do. It's when I take off my clothes that I don't look so hot and I don't feel comfortable in my skin. And that's what I want to do. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. And when I take off my clothes and head into the shower or anything like that, I want to look and say, yeah, girl, you done good. All right. You guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in video 5.